When users iteratively edit images in conversational AI, follow-up suggestions usually fail because they ignore the latest visual state. In fact, an audit of 100,000 real QN app sessions shows that 80.1% of follow-up edits are strictly image-dependent. Existing systems just predict text, leaving a critical multimodal gap. To fix this, researchers introduced a three-stage framework that aligns suggestions with both user preference and visual executability. Stage 1 builds supervised fine-tuning targets. Since raw logs lack recommendation slates, they combine real context with a human-reviewed intent table and a vision language teacher to generate and validate 6 suggestion targets. This establishes the task structure. Stage 2 tackles preference alignment. Raw clicks suffer from display position bias, so they construct position-aware preference pairs, only comparing clicked items with unclicked ones shown above them. They train an 8 billion parameter vision language reward model using a Bradley-Terry pairwise loss, then optimize the policy with multi-objective group relative policy optimization. This isn't just click optimization. They also enforce format validity, perplexity regularization against the SFT baseline, content-aware length budgets, and max-pair semantic diversity to prevent reward hacking. Stage 3 addresses the core issue, visual inconsistency. Optimizing clicks alone actually increased hallucinations from 3% to 3.7%. So they introduce an image-first structured verifier. It decomposes every suggestion into required sources and target states. Before reading the text, it records the scene inventory. Then it independently checks if every source exists and if the target state is already satisfied. This grounding score becomes a 6th reward dimension in GRPO, dropping visual inconsistency to just 0.9% without degrading quality. Deployed across millions of users, this framework lifted recommendation CTR by 32.7%, increased image takeaway rates by 16.3%, and extended average conversation turns by nearly 40%. All statistically significant. The takeaway is clear. Multimodal recommendation in creative workflows requires explicit visual grounding alongside behavioral alignment. For the full architecture, reward weighting, and verifier schema, check the project page linked below.